how can we even talk about this? How can we put this into context? 2-3 weeks ago, I did a video about Wenger. Should Wenger leave Arsenal? Then, and to be honest, when I did that video, I was not working, but I was agreeing with the sentiments of the media at the time. And there was everyone in the media saying Wenger should leave, he's had his time, etc, etc, etc. Then, a few days ago, Leicester sacked Ranieri, and it's the end of the fucking world. How can they sack Ranieri? Look what he's done for the club. Yada yada, etc, etc. This is disgusting. And to me, it stinks of pure hypocrisy from the media. This really is hypocrisy from the media. Yes, I still agree it's time for Wenger to go. Yes, I agree that Ranieri probably shouldn't have got sacked. But I can see why Leicester have done it. I can see why Leicester have said, thank you, Claudio. You've had a brilliant time. Thanks for the memories. It's time you got to go. And I kind of agree and disagree with Leicester, but this shitstorm crying fest from the media over this is pure hypocrisy. It's fucking hypocrisy from the media. And why? Because you gave shit to Wenger for getting in the top 4 every season for 20 years. Right, I'm just going to reiterate this fact. Yes, I think it's time for Wenger to go. He's been taking the club backwards. The Arsenal season has become predictable. You know what's going to happen over the course of a season. Even to the point where I've been mocking that on Twitter. Yes, Wenger should go. But I can see the reasons why they've sacked Ranieri. Right, before someone tells me they've won the Premier League last season. Yes, Leicester won the Premier League last season. Arsenal came second. Last year's Premier season was a bizarre fuck up. It was weird. If the Chelsea players hadn't lost confidence in Mourinho, Chelsea would probably be a lot higher. If Louis van Gaal wasn't tactically shit, and I read this from my new fans week in, week out, week in, week out, they would have finished higher. If Spurs haven't actually got the right manager in now, who's bringing up good young players, they would be a lot further down. Leicester managed to somehow take what was going around with them, which was a fucking bizarre season, and run with it. Was that Ranieri's doing? Probably slightly, but it was more to do with the players. Then, let's not consider what happened in the summer. Arsenal almost got Mahrez and Vardy. I think Vardy would have signed to Europe, to Arsenal after the Euros, but it didn't. They lost Kante, who has, along with Diego Costa, won them the Premier League, and we're still in February. Leicester, as I'm making this video, are playing tonight, but they're currently 18th in the Premier League. you can see where Leicester, where the Leicester board have made this decision. Yes, they're still in Champions League, something they're like a 1-0 victory away from going into the final at the Premier League of the Champions League, or they've just been knocked out. But 18th in the Premier League, you get relegated, you're going to lose shit loads of money. And that's the thing, it's money. This man, it's money. They do not want to get relegated because the board knows they're going to lose millions in TV rights, millions, probably in shirt sales, because they're no longer there. They're no longer in the Premier League. And the fact the likes of Paul Merson have been making Ranieri seem like some saintly god figure, some saint who's just performed the biggest... No. Let's just remember, this is an average squad with... well, it's actually quite a shit manager. Can they not remember the massive balls up where he spent 120 million or so on players at Chelsea in one season and balls it up? That's why Jose was brought in. Can you remember the 3 seasons before that where he had a fairly good squad for that time in history, but balls it up? Ranieri isn't that good a manager, and this idea of treating him like he's turned water into wine, he's done this, he's done that. No. What he has done is use a very bizarre Premier League season to his advantage. That's all. Apart from that, not that good. It just flabbergasts me that they're having this reaction after they've spent 2 or 3 weeks for trying to get Wenger's head on a block because he finishes 4th every season, and he's been doing it consistently, even though, again, I believe it's Wenger's time to go because I don't think they're going forward under him. But when a club's this close to relegation, oh no, he should have kept on. Let's keep him on for 100 years because it's Ranieri and he's won the Premier League with Leicester, blah blah blah. Really? I think the media need to assess the situation on this and run with a sensible answer. And that's probably like a 15-minute rant on the stupidity of Paul Merson and the media and the pure hypocrisy. I'll see you next time.